Hey, what is up guys and welcome back to the FCS Football channel. And today we are back with another match watch along, this time for Manchester United versus Southampton in the Premier League. Now what a game this should be. As you can see, we've got the lineup for Manchester United to our side. And it's actually an unchanged lineup for Manchester United from the one that beat Liverpool last time out. And this is exactly the lineup I expected to see from Manchester United today. So it is David De Gea in goal. It's Diogo Dalot, Rafael Varane, Lisandro Martinez and Tyrell Malacia making up the back four, with Scott McTominay and Christian Eriksen in that double pivot, with a front four of Anthony Elanga off of the left, Jadon Sancho off the right, Bruno Fernandes at number 10, with Marcus Rashford starting down the middle as that number 9. Now, what is important to remember, Manchester United haven't won in our last 7 away games. We are winless in our last 7 away games. Today, that has to change. It's not good enough to not beat Southampton. So we've got to do that today. And with that lineup today, I think we can. Look, would I have preferred other plays here and there? Yes. But as it goes, I think this is a good lineup. And it's especially good enough to beat Southampton. So it's all about just going out there and doing it. No excuses, no nothing. Let's go beat Southampton. Now, what's the Southampton team, I hear you ask? Well, this is how the Southampton team looks. If it decided to work. There you go. So it is Gavin Bazunu in goal. It's Kyle Walker-Peters, Bella Chopchap, Mohamed Salisu and Musa Djenepo as a back four. James Ward-Prowse and Roman Levaya in a midfield double pivot, with a front four of Adam Armstrong, Joe Aribo, Elyounoussi and Che Adams. So it's a strong lineup for Southampton today. But United should be winning this game. And apparently, news coming in is that Manchester United have put in a bid for Memphis Depay. So yeah, so breaking news from Gerard Romero, who, if you guys want to trust him, go for it. I'm not, because after the Frankie de Jong saga, I can't trust a word he says. But according to him, a bid for Frankie de Jong of around 10 million euros has gone in. Again, if you guys want to believe that, go for it. But after the Frankie de Jong saga, I cannot believe a word he says, because he at the start of it said the deal was pretty much done, and then we're here and he's not done and it's not happening. So you cannot believe, for me at least, you can't believe what that man has to say. Right, let me just sort of get that back up. What's your prediction? Right, that's a good point. Should we get the predictions going? If you want to get your prediction in the chat as well, mate, feel free. And let me just load the predictions up. There we go. So here we go. So my prediction is 2-0 United. There we go. The ticker works properly now. Right. So, yeah, my prediction is 2-0. I think United will win this game. And I think, look, it's all well and good going into the game saying we should win it. It's about actually kind of doing it, isn't it? And I look at this Manchester United team, and I do think it's strong enough. We saw against Liverpool what this team is capable of. Now we have to make sure that's not just a one-off. And that's kind of the standard we now set for ourselves. And we go into every game expecting to play like we did in that game. Because when you do that, that's when you win football matches consistently. The standard has to be Liverpool. Do you have the latest news on Anthony? On Anthony, it's still in negotiations. Ajax don't want to sell, and their manager has been very open and honest about that. Ten Hag clearly wants Anthony, and we are bidding a lot of money to try and get his services. Do I think that deal's going to happen? I think it will. I don't see it in a world in which Ajax can continue not to sell Anthony when he clearly wants to go. Obviously, he hasn't been turning up to training. When a player's doing that, you've got 90 million euros or whatever it is, whatever the fee's been reported, offers coming in for a player. The highest fee ever received for a player leaving the Eredivisie. Bearing in mind, you've had players like Frankie de Jong leave the Eredivisie in the last few years. I don't see how it's a deal you don't take. You're going 3-0 United live. All right, I'll get that written down, mate. There we go. So yeah, that's the latest as far as I'm aware. Obviously, we're a small channel, we're a small community here, and if you guys who haven't already joined the community by hitting that subscribe button would like to and help to grow the community, that would be great. But we are a smaller community here, so unfortunately I don't have the inside scoop. But from what I can tell, that is the latest. No Maguire, Ten Hag, already a GOAT manager. But look, I mean, it's an unchanged side. That's what I'm quite happy about. Well, because would I have started Casemiro? Yes. And by the preview yesterday, if we go over to the preview, that's the team I would have started today. With Anthony Martial being injured. And that's the team I expected Erik Ten Hag to line up. He hasn't gone for that. He's gone for pretty much that, but he has gone for obviously Elanga ahead of Marcus Rashford. Now, do I agree with that? No. I would have started Cristiano Ronaldo. I just think he's a goal threat. And I just think he's a player you've got to kind of run with. Over an Elanga. Because I don't think Elanga is that special. Like, if that was Phil Foden, then I get it. But it's not. It's Elanga. And that's coming from someone who likes Elanga. He's not Cristiano Ronaldo. And Marcus Rashford isn't a striker. But if it works, doesn't it? Chelsea have reached a verbal agreement with Leicester over a fee for Wesley Fofana. Goals incoming 2-2 or 3-3. Oh, can we not, please? Can we not? I'd rather just have a nice, comfortable like 2-0 win rather than goals galore. You're going 2-0, yeah. Look, but it's not. I wouldn't be surprised. Defensively, Manchester United are an issue. We are. There's no doubts about it. Yes, we played well defensively against Liverpool, but when you go to Southampton, it's always going to be a different game. We're winless in our last 7 away games. This is going to be a difficult match. But we produce half a performance as good as one against Liverpool, we'll get something in this game. Whether that's just a draw or not is a different question. But play anywhere near like we did against Liverpool, we'll get something in this game. I can almost assure you. But I mean, you look at that subs bench and we go over to the full screen. That sub bench, I think it's got a lot of quality on it and a lot of players that you can look to bring on to change this game. Which is something I think at times for United I've said we haven't had. It's all, sometimes, especially under Solskjaer, it was all about getting the best players on the pitch. I can't remember what game it was in particular, but we had like all of our best players on the pitch. And you looked at that sub bench and you thought, right, if this game isn't going to plan, who do you bring on? Who do you bring on to change it? Because that's that is important in football. I think when you look at it's very easy. It's very easy to go, right, Cristiano Ronaldo, he has to play. Oh, we've got to try and find a place for Rashford, Ronaldo, Casemiro, Bruno. Obviously, when Greenwood was here, Greenwood, Martial. Because it was all about try and get all your best players on the pitch. But what that then leaves you is, because it's all great having that, but having all the best players on the pitch doesn't necessarily guarantee you a result. Sometimes having players and quality players to bring off the bench to change a game is important. And I think with Cristiano Ronaldo on the bench, with Garnacho, who I think we can all agree has a very bright future from the brief times we've seen him, especially in pre-season. He looks exciting. We know Van der Beek's quality. We know Casemiro's quality. There's a lot of players there who we look at and go, he could come on and he could change this game. He could and will make a difference for Manchester United in this game. And that is quite exciting for me. Breaking with offer 10 million euros for Depay. Yeah, I know. We've already covered it. Yeah, Gerard Romero covered it. Reported it, hasn't he? Hello, mate. How are we? Happy long weekend. It is going to be a long weekend. I mean, just on Manchester United and on the Europa League, Manchester United's first Europa League fixture has been announced and decided that, so we will play Real Sociedad in our opening group game of the Europa League. That will be on the 8th of September. Unfortunately, I will not be streaming that game as I'll be away, as I will be for the Leicester and Arsenal game. Bit shit, but it is what it is. Good signing him and Martial up top. I mean, we could have got him on a free last year. Like that, when I look at that, it's hard to get excited about a Memphis Depay. But look, at the same time, we need someone like a Depay, really, because Ronaldo could be on his way out. We definitely know Anthony Martial is injury prone. Look, he's been fit for one game so far this season, and he's missing 2 games with 2 separate injuries. Well, 3 games, or having 2 spells out with 2 separate injuries. But you can't rely on Martial. As fantastic and unbelievable as he is on a football pitch, if you can't get him on the football pitch enough, then it doesn't mean much, does it? Let's start the weekend with beating them with a lot of goals. I mean, what's your prediction then, mate? I mean, I've gone for 2-0. Dirty Sanchez went 2-0, and United Live went 3-0. What do you reckon? If you predict some goals, put your money where your mouth is. And by money, I mean your live chats. Right, Eric Ten Hag has spoken to somebody. All right, let me first hear Rafael Varane. You going 3-0. All right. So Varane saying we hope to keep up the same kind of performance level as we did in the Liverpool game. Rashi, Ericsson, Sancho. I'll take them. I'll take them goal scorers. The Southampton, obviously a very, very young squad. This is something I mentioned in the Premier League preview for the season. Southampton have a very young squad. Eriksen wonder goal today. Yes, please. I love a Christian Eriksen wonder goal. I tell you what, when we saw Eriksen playing for Spurs, who thought one day he'll be at Le Theatre of Dreams? Le Theatre of Dreams. Because I certainly didn't. What a player he is as well. That's what makes me so excited to see him play every week. Because he's so good. Technically, on the ball. He even works hard. Like, there's nothing this man isn't capable of. What's Erik Ten Hag had to say? Cristiano Ronaldo's given Rio Ferdinand a hug. And same with Paul Scholes. And Peter Crouch. He's ignored the presenter. But obviously, Cristiano Ronaldo not playing again, once again being on the bench, is the big story, isn't it? You don't expect to see Cristiano Ronaldo sat on a subs bench. Why are these not working? Nice seeing Harry being on the bench. Yeah, obviously, I think it's a bit weird how the media makes out as if Harry Maguire being on the bench is a bigger news story than Cristiano Ronaldo being on the subs bench. I think that's a bit odd. But that's just the way the media are, aren't they? Right, there we go. Ronaldo needs to keep himself a bit low if he plans to move or to Sporting. And look, I think he probably... Look, I've said throughout the window, I don't think Ronaldo leaves. And a part of me still believes that. But if we do sign Memphis Depay, to me that says we're probably looking to move Ronaldo on. Which is a bit of an issue for me. Because, like I said, I think Memphis Depay might be a little bit injury prone. We've got Martial, who definitely is at the moment. We could end up in moments like this, or like we were at the start of the season, where we're sticking somebody up top and hoping for the best. I love him to stay and help us win the Europa. Yeah, but that's the thing. Ronaldo doesn't want to play the Europa, does he? Erik Ten Hag has said, obviously, once again, we have to learn from the Brentford and Brighton game. Because those games, you learn the most when you lose, don't you? But at the same time, that Liverpool game gives us confidence, gives us the belief that, you know what, we can win these sort of games. We are good enough. We are in it to win it, in a sense, which is good. And as Erik ten Hag said, it's all about the attitude that you go into this game with. If you go into this game believing you're going to win the game, believing we can win it, well, then we've got a lot higher chance of winning the game than if we go into it thinking, right, we lost to Brentford, we lost to Brighton, we're going to lose this game. So, let's hope for the best. Well, he's not bigger than the club. Of course he's not. Of course he's not. And I agree that he's not. And he has to kind of remember that. Like, you're not... Cristiano Ronaldo isn't in control of this club. He isn't big man anymore. But weirdly, despite his age, he still thinks he's 27. He's not 27 anymore. He's not at that level anymore, unfortunately, Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's why he's yet to start in the Premier League this season. Well, no, he started against Brentford, sorry. Why he hasn't started the last 2 games. If he was still 25, he would be starting, no doubts. Erik ten Hag asked if... I don't know, we need... So again, Erik ten Hag has just kind of repeated what he said in his press conference yesterday about transfers, saying we need players, that's clear, but they need to be the right players. Then he says, we're happy with what we did now, but the barrier will be higher. We've got to do more. Varane has also spoken about Casemiro, saying he's a warrior and that winning mentality and attitude will transcend the rest of the squad. And that can only be a positive for Manchester United. And I think the impact that Casemiro will make on this Manchester United team is massive, isn't it? He's an absolute fantastic player, Casemiro. And when he comes into this first team, over whether that's Scott McTominay or Christian Eriksen, I think we were all hoping that would be Scott McTominay, he's going to have a massive role to play. He's going to be massively important. And I think he will perform. He's done it at every single level. You go back and watch the Champions League final. Liverpool versus Real Madrid, of course. You can see how good Casemiro was. Of course, Thibaut Courtois got the man of the match award in the end. But Casemiro, that game, was absolutely outstanding. Winning the ball back constantly. Playing through Liverpool's press. Knowing his own capabilities and playing to his strengths. He was absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And that is what he brings to United. Big occasions, he turns up. And that is a scary proposition for any defence, any forward line really. And will help to protect what is, at times, whether that's with Harry Maguire, whether that's with Lisandro Martinez, Rafa Varane, whoever, what is an unsteady defence. A defence that can be got at and can concede cheap and sloppy goals. This man in Casemiro will help to nullify that. And that is something I've said for years. The problem with Manchester United's defence, of course, at times the defenders haven't been good enough. Harry Maguire last season, I don't just want to pinpoint him, but he's going to be my one example. We know Harry Maguire can be good. But when you've got a midfield that is walked through game after game, you will always look fragile. And that is what Harry Maguire was. And that's what Harry Maguire appeared to be. He's not a bad player at all. But you put him in a team that has no structure really, a midfield that gets walked through, he's going to look poor. And now we have Casemiro. Even when Harry Maguire comes in, when we see Luke Shaw come back in, we will see a much better Manchester United team defensively because that structure is there. It took 4 years to beat Liverpool. We need to stop losing the ball. Today's team will probably have lots of possession. Wish we could have a clean sheet. And I think, look, I think you make a great point there about the possession. Obviously, we want a clean sheet, but the most important part of that for me is the possession bit. Against Liverpool, we've seen, even under Solskjaer, when we don't have the ball and we defend deep and look to counter-attack, like at times we did against Liverpool, we didn't defend as deep as we have done under Ollie, but we did defend and we did look to play on the counter-attack. We did allow Liverpool to have the ball. We know Manchester United can win games like that. We know we can look strong doing that. But the real questions and the real challenge is when you look at the team when you've got the ball, when you are trying to dominate games, because that's when we've struggled in the past. Brighton, Brentford, 2 games where we've had majority of the ball and we've struggled. Pardon me. That's when we see how good we are, because when you're playing in the counter-attack, we saw Crystal Palace get a point. We saw Fulham get a point. So it's all about when you have a lot of the ball, what can you do with that ball? Can you pull defenders apart? Can you create spaces? And can you eventually find gaps to score goals and create chances? That's what it's all about today. And I think not having Cristiano Ronaldo in that starting lineup will cause a bit of an issue, because look, Rashford took his goal really well against Liverpool, but Rashford isn't a reliable goal scorer. He's someone I look at and think he could very easily miss a sitter today. Alanga's not a great goal scorer. Sancho, since joining United, hasn't been. But we know from his time at Dortmund, he is a good goal. He can score goals. So it will be interesting to see how we get on today. How they get on today. Now, if you are watching the stream, if you are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated, and help move that sub counter in the top corner go even higher. So again, to run through the lineups for Southampton, it's Gavin Bazunu, Kyle Walker-Peters, Bella Kopchap, Salisu and Gineppo. James Ward-Prowse and Romeo Lavia make up a midfield double pivot for the Saints, with Joe Aribo, Elianissi and Adam Armstrong behind Che Adams. On the bench, they've got McCarthy, Linkau, Bednarak Parad, Jan Valery, Oriol Romeu, Ibrahim Diallo, Stuart Armstrong, and somebody else, which I can't quite remember anymore. Who was it? And Sekou Mara. For Manchester United, it is David De Gea in goal. It's a back four consisting of Diego Dalot, Rafael Varane, Lisandro Martinez, and Tyrell Malacia. Scott McTominay and Christian Eriksen play in a midfield double pivot, with Jadon Sancho, Bruno Fernandes, Anthony Alanga playing behind Marcus Rashford. On the subs bench, we have Tom Heaton, Wan-Bissaka, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, Casemiro, Fred, Donny van der Beek, Alejandro Garnacho, and Cristiano Ronaldo. Kickoff is minutes away, and it's live. Now, I'm really excited for this Southampton game. I really am. I cannot wait till kickoff, because Southampton are a team United have traditionally struggled against. And so, as such, it's a good opportunity, because we know Southampton will press high. It's that high press that has always caused United issues. How well can we play out of that today? Because we know Ten Hag has his philosophy of playing out from the back. And While we didn't do it against Liverpool, we know end goal, that's how we want to play. So against Southampton, as a team you have to look to try and do that against. So we'll see how that gets on. Ten Hag wearing her polo today. Jazzy little polo. I like it. I like it. Come on then. Let's get the game underway, please, BT. Andy Madley is the referee today. Obviously, we're in the highlighter kit, which isn't an ideal kit to be in. I don't like this kit, but, well, I don't like losing in it. Because it's such a ridiculous... I think it reminds me a bit of the zebra kit in the fact that you can't lose in the highlighter kit. And we are underway here. Long ball straight away. Alessandro Martinez just clears it away. Walker-Peters goes down the line. Tyrell Malacia heads it out for a throw-in. 35 seconds to play. The timer is all synced up properly. So if you guys want to watch your game as I do, feel free to sync up your game timer with mine. So when you can see Mohamed Salisu walking over to take one of his booming long throws, you'll also see it as well. And look, this is a test for Manchester United and David De Gea. We know De Gea struggles at claiming crosses. Can he do it here? No, he doesn't come out. McTominay wins the first ball. Joe Aribo has it now. Goes back out to Salisu, who puts the ball into the box. De Gea claims it and moves it quickly out to Anthony Elanga, who just leaves the ball but wins a throw-in. That was weird from Elanga. De Gea throws it out to him and he just kind of lets it run rather than try and bring it down. It also looks as if Jadon Sancho and Anthony Elanga may be playing on opposite sides. I don't know how long this will last, but at the moment, it's definitely Sancho on the left, Elanga out on the right. Here's Lisandro Martinez. Goes long, looking for somebody. I'm not sure who, but Gavin Bazunu has it. Is this Bazunu's first game for Southampton? Martinez jumps, wins the header against Jay Adams. And we go long. Again, poor pass. But, I mean, open in 5 minutes, I don't mind this. Because I think always, first 5 minutes, just don't do anything silly. Just grow into the game. Be cautious. And eventually you'll grow into the game more and more. And then you can start trying to play out from the back. I don't mind us just trying to clear our lines at this early stage. Eriksen finds Bruno Fernandes, turns on it, moves it into Jadon Sancho, who's still on this left-hand side. Jadon Sancho slows it down up against Kyle Walker-Peters. Ball cross-field to Bruno. Diego Dallo's made the overlap. Here he is, Diego Dallo. Gives it back to Bruno. Eriksen and McTominay's there. And here is McTominay into Eriksen. Out to Diego Dallo. Plays in the box. Can we deliver? Dallo looks to now, but it's blocked. Varane goes back out to Diego Dallo. Bruno's down the line, and here he is. And wins a throw-in up against Moussa Djenepo. Good play there by Bruno Fernandes and Manchester United. Throw-in to United. And I think Moussa Djenepo is a player Manchester United should try and target. Traditionally a winger, Djenepo. And he is playing as a fullback today. While he can play there, I think he's someone you could try and get, kind of see how well he gets on up against somebody. Eriksen. Lovely ball out to Rashford. Poor cross out on the right-hand side. And it's cleared up now. And Lisandro Martinez Look how high we are. Lisandro Martinez all alone because of how high we're looking to play, which is absolutely fantastic to see. It's how the likes of Manchester City and Liverpool play. You see the likes of John Stones, Laporte, Van Dijk sitting on the halfway line. Not sitting on the halfway line. Sometimes they're at the edge of the box. And that's where Rafael Varane has found himself in that passage of play. Throw from Dalot, looks for Bruno. Bruno keeps it, but can't find Rashford. Lisandro Martinez sweeps up, finds Eriksen, who goes back to Varane. He goes back in to David De Gea. Come on. I was halfway through reading it. You nearly got me. There's a long ball again. But it falls to United. Salisu, I believe, won the header. We move it quickly. Elanga into Bruno. Got it caught in his feet. And Djenepo wins it. Roman Lavia goes back to Gavin Bazunu. And he'll go long. Towards Tyrell Malacia and Lisandro Martinez. Armstrong does really well and turns Malacia. Moves it out to Kyle Walker-Peters. But Malacia gets back with a fantastic recovery. And here is Sancho. Moves it into Christian Eriksen. Eriksen, lovely ball into Bruno Fernandes in the middle of the park. Sancho, Elanga and Rashford making runs. Bruno looks for the run of Sancho, but it's intercepted well. And here is Kyle Walker-Peters on the ball now. Malacia takes him out. Free kick to Southampton. Not a bad start from United, but not a great one either. Mate, no can do. I can't be taking the United stands motto. I'm not a stand, I'm a sit. On this lovely dining room chair. Rafa Varane. Crossfield ball, looking for Elanga. And there's the issue with Elanga. Just take it down, lad. Just take it down. But he tries to beat Djenepo by heading it round him. He just goes out for a throw-in. Just get the ball down. Take the free kick if you need to. And I think that's where someone like a Martial is so good. Because he would take that down. Hold the ball up. Let players get round and support him. Or just take the free kick. There is Bruno Fernandes. Wins the ball well. And goes for goal from the halfway line. I get there was nobody around him. But was that really the best choice? It was a really bad shot as well. I'm seeing a lot of people hating on the kit. I mean, the Southampton pitch. St Mary looks shocking as a. Rafa Varane. Can we get the ball out to Elanga? He does. Now Elanga will run at Djenepo. Go on, Elanga. Free kick, surely? No, not given. Djenepo looks to play it in. James Ward-Prowse out to Kyle Walker-Peters. Jadon Sancho is tracking back, but Christian Eriksen's there. Here is Kyle Walker-Peters. Tyrell Malacia watches the run from Elianussi and wins the ball. Is that a free kick? No. But Malacia does play it right to Joe Aribo. In the box. Aribo. Good defending by Rafael Varane. What is Tyrell Malacia doing there? Malacia, man. You're giving me a heart attack. Who's he trying to pass it to? Malacia, man. He just passes it straight to Aribo. He's got to do better there for me. Got to do better. Just clear. And I think it's important to remember. You don't just have to try and play out from the back all the time. If there's not a pass, just get it long. Just get it gone. And I think there is another example of Manchester United trying to overplay at times. Just get the ball gone. Don't pass it to somebody who I assume he's trying to find McTominay. But don't. Just go long. Especially when you're trying to pass it to McTominay. It's not worth it. United, can we win the ball? It's Elyounoussi on the edge of the box. Blocked by Lisandro Martinez or Toro Malacia. And Jadon Sancho will now look to bring the ball forward. Here he is. 1v1 with James Ward-Prowse. Here is still Jadon Sancho on this left-hand side. Beats Ward-Prowse. Now up against Kyle Walker. Alanga's there with him. And he has to go back to Malacia. And I will swap Elanga and Malacia. Elanga and Sancho. Dalot in the box. Shoot! Well, no, sorry, it was a cross. But it's over everybody's heads. Out for a goal kick. Diego Dalot beat Gineppo. And I thought he would go for goal. But he tries to put the ball into Bruno Fernandes, who's making the run into the back post. Just a little bit too high. Unlucky. But it's a throw-in, not a goal kick, sorry. There's a round of applause for somebody. I'm not quite sure what. But Southampton fans are clapping. I'll give them a clap too. Long ball. Diego Dalot wins it. Eriksen flicks it on. Can Bruno Fernandes bring it down? He does and finds Elanga. But Gineppo wins it. Diego Dalot beaten by Gineppo. And it's a free kick to Southampton on the halfway line. 11 minutes played. Still 0-0. Southampton, certainly the better team so far. United still slowly but surely growing into this game. We need to see more from United. There's been brief moments where we've looked good, but it's not enough. Salisu goes crossfield ball. Sancho wins it and brings it lovely down to Eriksen, who goes long looking for for Marcus Rashford over the top. And Sancho now has it. Poor first touch. But we'll fight for it. Can he win it? No. Southampton does well. And here's James. It's Kyle Walker-Peters on the ball. He cuts back in. Finds Elyounoussi. Toro Malacia not letting him have any space. And here is Mohamed Salisu. Lovely ball out wide to Adam Armstrong. Into Gineppo. Looking for a bit of space. Ward-Prowse is open, but he goes back into Kachop, whatever it is. Walker-Peters into Elyounoussi. Lisandro Martinez goes touch tight. That's the word or phrase. Ball comes into the box. It drops to Armstrong, but it's a weak header. Che Adams, man. Saying he wants a free kick. He wants a penalty. Saying he gets fouled. Not enough in that for me. Dalot does give him a slight push. But you see that all the time. So long ball again. Just Gavin Bazunu will collect. United need to do better. Southampton just the better team so far. Unfortunately. Like, they really, really are. And it's not something that we want to be saying, but they are the better team. And this is the issue with United. We know we can beat the Liverpools. But it's games like this where we struggle. And while that is the case, we will never compete for Premier League titles. We just haven't really got started. There's been a few bright sparks. But on the whole, not good enough. Ball over the top. Looking for Armstrong. And he gets there. Armstrong up against Diego Dalot. Cuts in. Puts the ball into the box. Lisandro Martinez wins the header. Ward-Prowse keeps it alive. Here is Kyle Walker-Peters. Ward-Prowse. Ball into the box. Rafael Varane heads clear. Joe Aribo keeps it... No, Roman Lavia, sorry, keeps it moving. Back to the centre-backs. Mohamed Salisu. Cuts inside. And goes back into his centre-back partner. But what is his name? What is his name? Bella Kopchap. I'll probably just call him Bella. Adam Armstrong finds Aribo. Good tackle by Varane. And here is Bruno Fernandes. Looks to get the ball out to Rashford, but can't. Bruno again looks for Rashford, but again can't. But there is a handball in there. And it's a free kick to United by Roman Lavia. Romeo Lavia, I think it is actually. Anyway, if you guys are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button below. And subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. And please do share the stream with your friends, your family, and on all of your socials. That would be greatly appreciated. And help move and take that sub counter even higher. And help grow this great community. And also, of course, feel free to get involved in the live chat. Let me know anything you make of the game. Or if you just want to have a general chat, feel free. As Tyrone Malacia has it and goes into Lisandro Martinez. He goes long, looking for Rashford. But again, Southampton just win it every time. So throw in now to Manchester United. Tyrone Malacia will take it on this left-hand side. Gives it into Eriksen. Back into Malacia. Back to Eriksen. Eriksen now looks for a long ball to Elanga. It's a lovely ball from Christian Eriksen. Here is Elanga. Into Sancho. Just poor. I think it's a misplaced pass by Elanga looking for Rashford, and Sancho has to kind of react and can't get the ball away from the defender. But United have it here. Here's Rafael Varane. Cross to McTominay, who's dropped in. Into Bruno. Where's Dalot? Where the hell is Diego Dalot? There he is. This is just too easy for Southampton. Here's Lisandro. McTominay hiding. Varane. Into Dalot. Thrown to United. On this right-hand side, Manchester United just aren't getting going. It's really, really poor. And it's a return to what we normally see from Manchester United. And this is what we mean. Liverpool is a one-off. It's all well and good beating Liverpool, but it doesn't mean anything if you can't then go to Southampton and beat them. And that's our issue. We've just not got started in this game in the opening 17 minutes. We're lucky we've still got half an hour of this first half to go. This first half is going very slowly for me. And that's a good thing because United just aren't getting the ball moving and we aren't keeping the ball well enough. Elanga there gets fouled, but the referee says no. And the ball gets played long. Rafael Varane wins the header up against Che Adams. McTominay wins it against Aribo. Eriksen brings it down to Elanga, who just boots the ball up to Elianussi. Lisandro Martinez just clears his lines. Eriksen now has the ball in a bit of space. Malacia finds Rashford on this left-hand side. Jadon Sancho moves central. Rashford still. Crossfield ball to Diego Dalot. Elanga makes himself wide. Dalot again puts the ball into the box. Bruno's there. Well defended. Elanga, what a save! Bruno must score. Eriksen! How have we not scored? How have Manchester United not scored? Bruno still looks to put it in the box corner. How have United not scored? That is unbelievable defending from Southampton. The ball bounces in the 6-yard box about 5 times. How? The ball bounces to about 8 players and somehow they just defend it. It keeps bouncing in the box and United just don't want to put the ball in the net. How? It should be 1-0 United. Unbelievable defending from Southampton. Like, given their dues, but my God, how have United not put that ball in the back of the net? The ball back to Gavin Bazunu. He'll go long. Varane can't win the header, but Tomley will pick it up. Poor ball down the line. Here is James Ward-Prowse. Shay Adams. Walker-Peters. Back to Ward-Prowse. Elyounoussi. Ward-Prowse. Al Hugel. It's a shame I can't say anything about Arsenal anymore. Because they were a huge L, but currently undefeated in the Premier League. They haven't dropped a single point. As Sancho passes the ball to Elyounoussi. Malacia makes a good tackle. Out for a throw-in for United. Come on, man. I can't believe we didn't score. We have about 5 bites of the cherry and don't bloody score. How? But throw in here for Southampton. Once again, they're getting the big lads up. Mohamed Salisu has got that big throw. They'll try and get bodies in the box and get a chance out of nothing, really. Here we go. Salisu, ball into the box. They win the first header. Bruno Fernandes wins the second. Sancho surely being held there by Roman Lavia. Referee says no. Salisu puts the ball into the box. Out for a goal kick. Sandro Martin has actually missed the header. But it still ran out for a goal kick. So it doesn't matter. But something to be wary of there. The ball back in from Salisu was absolutely fantastic, by the way. Here's Varane. Into De Gea, back to Varane. Varane will bring it out. Go across to Lisandro Martinez. United keeping the ball well, but not doing enough with it when we've got it. Lovely ball from Martinez into Bruno. Bruno goes wide looking for Diego Dalot. And he does just about find him. Nice chop inside to keep it. But we go back into Varane. Moves it across to Lisandro Martinez. Into Christian Eriksen, who's playing in that deeper 6 role. Here's Varane. Into Dalot. Cuts back inside. And we'll go into Lisandro Martinez. Alanga's out on the right. If we're going to try and find him. But here's Malacia. Moves it into Jadon Sancho. Into McTominay. McTominay into Eriksen. Lovely play here from United. Into Jadon Sancho. Sancho into McTominay. McTominay to Lisandro. Out wide again to Jadon Sancho. Taro Malacia is there. He finds Eriksen though. Ball comes in. Good defending by James Ward-Prowse. It's a corner for United. United looking dangerous there. We're just probing at the moment. Eventually, we'll make a chance. I'm sure of it. Maybe it can be from this corner. Sandro Martinez and Rafa Varane is up. I'm surprised Martinez comes up for these corners, to be honest. But he does. Eriksen will take. Ball comes into the box. McTominay can't win it. It's cleared. Bruno looks to play it back into the box. Ward-Prowse gets there. And Bruno Fernandes wins a throw-in for United. 25 or just under 25 minutes played. Southampton 0. Manchester United 0. We need more from Manchester United. We really, really do. Lisandro Martinez moves it into Varane. Malacia. Malacia out to Sancho. Moves it quickly. First time into Eriksen. Eriksen into Rashford. Falls back to Eriksen. Can he get hold of it? No, he can't. Here's Malacia. Malacia looking for a bit of space. Into Varane, who's moved over to this left-hand side. With Lisandro moving out to the right. De Gea. Into Dalot. Eriksen's made himself available on the right-hand side. Bruno, lovely dummy. Rashford looks for Eriksen. Just slightly misplayed. Up for a throw-in. But smart bit of play there from Manchester United. Just poor execution. United need to step it up. Look, slowly but surely we're getting better as the game progresses. But still not enough for me. Still not enough. The standards have to be higher. But it's a throw in here to Southampton. Gineppo will take it. And I mean, for those of you watching, what do you make of the game so far? What have you made of it? Am I being too harsh? I'll tell you what, McTominay, I think he's just gone. He's gone. Like, he's unnoticed. Like, he's done nothing in this game. Dalot moves it into Eriksen. Can we get the ball down? Bruno heads it forward. Rashford can't bring it down either. Ball goes long. Varane wins it against Che Adams. Rashford brings it into Malacia. Brings it down. Eriksen. Sancho. Malacia. Good play here from United. Sancho's made a good run. Can he get to that ball from Malacia? No. Sancho surely fouls. Better Kachop. He does. And it's a free kick to Southampton. Just a free kick, as we said. Expected goals, Manchester United have an XG of 1.23, by the way. 1.23 expected goals for United today. And a whole host of them will have come in from that, what's it called? That fuckery inside the 6-yard box. 0.94 from open play. Like, United should have a goal, and we know that. Southampton, for all they've kept the ball well, an XG of just 0.13. They haven't created many high-scoring opportunities. But that will change eventually as Joe Aribo has it. Ward-Prowse. Ball comes into the box. McTominay heads clear. Lisandro Martinez wins the header again. Ward-Prowse, but Southampton just probing here. They're going to create something. Ball comes in. Che Adams header over the bar. McTominay 8 passes. Which ain't too bad, to be fair. I mean, well, it is kind of. You look at Eriksen has 18. McTominay's just not getting on the ball enough. Here is Sancho. Jaden. Bruno. Malacia. Into Lisandro Martinez. United with the ball. McTominay there gets his 9th pass of the game. Alanga. Is that not a foul? No, it's not. And here comes Moussa Djenepo on this left-hand side for Southampton on United's right. He looks for the ball to Che Adams. Lisandro Martinez just sweeps up and clears it. McTominay, no, not McTominay. Bruno can't beat Ward-Prowse in that duel. Lisandro Martinez clears the header. Clears the cross for a corner with his head. My God. I can't speak today. I really, really can't. But look, if you guys are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. And please do share the stream on your socials, with your friends, with your family. That would be greatly appreciated and helps to grow this community. Southampton have a corner here. 30 minutes into this game. 15 minutes to go left in this first half. Ward-Prowse delivers. It falls. And it's over the bar. How have United not conceded? Better chops. Has to score there. The ball comes deep into the Man United penalty box. Southampton win it. It's the centre-back. Better chops. Brings it down. And he just somehow blasts it over from in the 6-yard box. United get away with one there. Bloody hell. United get away with murder. And look, you give Southampton more of those chances from set pieces, they're going to score eventually. And here is Adam Armstrong on this left-hand side. Ball comes in. Lisandro Martinez almost gives away a penalty. The shot is straight at David De Gea, though. Southampton in the last minutes of this in the last 15 minutes of this first half are coming into it. Lisandro Martinez almost gives away a penalty there. And Che Adams turns him and shoots, but directly at David De Gea. I tell you what, this front three just is not working at all. This front three, just nobody holding it up. Nobody's able to just keep hold of that ball. Sancho does it at best, but it's not enough to only have one player out the three doing it. Bruno, lovely chip ball into Jadon Sancho. He's looking up, and who's there? Who's there to give it to? Sancho doing brilliantly here, and eventually runs it out. Who is supporting Sancho? And there, I've just tweeted out what I was just saying about this front three. There's just nobody holding the ball up in that front three, apart from for Sancho. And when Sancho does then hold it up, as we saw there, he's trying to dribble past 8 players because nobody's showing for him. And what the fuck is that by Eriksen? Bencho, Reece Nelson, clear. No, respect Sancho. Respect Sancho. You can say what you want about Rashford and Alanga. Respect Sancho. Give him Bazunu. Goes long. Looking for Malacia. Can't win it. Lisandro Martinez clears it out for a throw-in. Ronaldo, Casemiro, and Fred warming up there. Casemiro in a United shirt. What a time to be alive. One of the best ball-winning midfielders in the world. And he plays for United. Kyle Walker-Peters with the throw-in here for Southampton into Joe Aribo, who puts it back out for a throw-in, this time for United. If I'm Erik ten Hag at half-time, I'm bringing Casemiro on for McTominay and Ronaldo on for either Rashford or Elanga. You've got to change it. Free kick, well played by Rashford there. Holds the ball, wins the free kick. And that's more like it. Just taking a little bit of pressure off of your back line. Just get a hold of the ball. Making Southampton have to reset. Here's McTominay. Into Varane. De Gea. Rafael Varane. Goes long. Looking for Elanga. And Elanga gets there ahead of Djenepo. He can. But Djenepo gets back really well. Makes a good tackle. And looks to play it into Ward-Prowse. There's a hospital pass. And Ward-Prowse just has to shank it out for a throw-in. Erik ten Hag can't be happy with this first half performance from his team. Ralph Hasenhüttl, on the other hand, will be very encouraged. Elanga. Poor header back to Rashford. Is Roman Lavia. Finds Che Adams. Looks to bring it forward now, Che Adams. Looks for the ball to Ward-Prowse on this right-hand side. He finds it. Ward-Prowse looks to cross Malacia with a good block. And De Gea just about keeps that in play. And he has the ball in his hands. United just need to settle now. We roll it in to Lisandro Martinez. Across to Varane. To Dalot. Back to Varane. Varane goes back into De Gea. And De Gea will go long. Lovely ball into Sancho. Bruno. Heads it back into McTominay. McTominay back into Bruno Fernandes. United now have options going forward. Bruno, lovely ball down the line to Anthony Elanga. Now, can Elanga get the cross in? No, we go back into Dalot. Dalot into Tyrell Malacia. Malacia into Christian Eriksen. Eriksen, lovely ball into the box. Just nobody gambling on it though. And that's where you want to see a Cristiano Ronaldo on the pitch, because he makes that run. It's a great ball. A kind of an undefensible ball, really, where the goalkeeper can't come out and get it. The defenders can't really do much against it, because if they kind of try and clear it, quite easily it could end up in their own penalty, or in their own goal, sorry, not penalty box. It's already in their penalty box. United just have to gamble on those balls in. With Christian Eriksen in those positions, you've got to just make that run to the back post, because the ball will come. Here is Eriksen. What a ball from Eriksen, looking for Jadon Sancho. Gavin Bazunu brilliantly off his line. And it puts Southampton straight away on the attack here. Here's Ward-Prowse. Gets the ball from Elyounoussi. Roman Lavia into Walker-Peters. Bring it down the line into Elyounoussi. Cuts inside. Armstrong and Che Adams want the ball. Ball down the line. Che Adams is in. De Gea with a save. It's a save you expect De Gea to make. It's a really poor effort from Che Adams. But United were looking vulnerable. Here's Eriksen. Poor pass from Eriksen. Looking for, I assume, Bruno. But could have been Rashford. Second half, we need more. We really need more. I've been so disappointed from this first half. And Che Adams takes it down really well over the bar with a shot, though. Varane and Lisandro Martinez. I like them as a partnership. I really do. I think that is a corner, though. It should have been a corner. It definitely deflects off of Rafa Varane. Here is Varane, bringing it out from the back. Across to Lisandro Martinez. Malacia. Into Martinez. Eriksen dropping in. Here is Martinez. Into Malacia. Malacia keeps the ball well and finds Rafael Varane. United just knocking the ball around the back here, looking for the opportunity to go forward. Has it been the first time? Because I couldn't watch. Not great. Not great. United should score. Should have scored. Southampton had a great chance as well. They probably should have scored as well. You could argue the score should be 1-0, not 0-0. But United just, for me, haven't really ever got going properly. We've had moments, but on the whole, just haven't got going. And for example, that ball from Dalot there just shows it. McTominay gives away a free kick. He's so useless, McTominay. Just gets nutmegged by Romeo Lavia. A UCL winner on the bench, Casemiro. Look, I didn't think Casemiro would start. I would have started him, but I don't think he would. Second half, I think he has to come on. He just start. To be fair to Casemiro, he's only had a week in training, so it's not a total surprise. But should he have been started? I would have started him. Ward-Prowse and Gineppo over this free kick. Ward-Prowse delivers. Lisandro Martinez wins the header. Malacia just kind of shanks it up. Gineppo does the same. And De Gea will just come collect the loose ball and roll it out to Lisandro Martinez. Into Eriksen. Thank God no Maguire. How's the defence though? The defence has been alright. Like, Southampton haven't really had great opportunities. They've been the better team, I would say, for the majority of it. But De Gea's not really had loads to do. As Lisandro Martinez goes cross-field to Bruno Fernandes on this right-hand side. Looks for the ball into the box. Well defended. Bruno Fernandes there just trying to play that hero ball. Just keep the ball, Bruno. Just keep the ball. Walker-Peters goes down the line. Lisandro Martinez gets there and goes just shanking it forward. Rashford will compete for it. It's out for a goal kick. Southampton. What are you doing to me, man? They're the better team, man. They're the better team. As we have 3 minutes till half time, United looking vulnerable. Changes have to come, especially in that front line for me. Alanga there, looking like he's going to run it off the pitch. No, good tackle though. I know Chelsea and Leicester is the main one at 3 p.m, but Brighton Leeds is going to be good, I believe. I agree. I think I said that in my Premier League preview this week. I thought that was going to be a good game. I'm surprised Chelsea Leicester is a 3 o'clock game, to be fair. I would have thought that would be like the late kickoff or something. Here is Eriksen. I don't know what the late kickoff is today, to be fair. Arsenal Fulham. You're telling me Arsenal Fulham's a better game than Chelsea Leicester? Or even the Super Sundays aren't great. Wolves Newcastle. Villa West Ham. Sancho into Malacia. Into Alanga. Alanga lays it off to Rashford. Blocked. McTominay wins a free kick. Edge of the box. And this is Christian Eriksen territory. Bruno and Eriksen are standing over it. Also, I believe Ronaldo will leave. Look, I've said for a long time, if Ronaldo leaves, I'm not massively concerned. As long as we replace him. Obviously, we've had a bid. We've bidded for Memphis Depay, according to Gerard Romero. We've bid 10 million for him. So I think you get Depay, but then you still need. I think you get Depay regardless if Ronaldo leaves. Bruno's going to take it straight into the wall. Why is Bruno taking it, man? Give it to Christian. I just don't get it, man. I just don't get why Christian Eriksen isn't taking that free kick. As Martinez goes across to Varane. And there is half-time. Manchester United 0. Southampton 0. But Martial will be the decisive player in United. Unfortunately, he will be injured 3 to 4 games. Yeah, I agree. I think Martial will be so important to Manchester United this season. But he's always an injury risk. And that's why I think you've got to have Ronaldo and Depay and Martial. Because I don't think Depay is a massively reliable player. From what I can tell, he's a bit injury prone as well. If I go to Transfermarkt, I'll double check that. I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'll hold my hands up. But my feeling is always that Depay is quite injury prone. Yeah, I mean he's had 3 injuries since he's joined Barcelona. A hamstring injury, which left him out for a month, and Achilles tendon problem, which left him out for 38 days, and then he had a thigh strain, which saw him miss 8 games. So he missed 16 or so games last season. 15 games, I think it is. Yeah, you missed about 15 games last season for injury. That's not something I don't think you can really rely on. Yeah, according to Gerard Romero, we've bid £10 million for Memphis Depay. How true that is, obviously, from now on, everything Gerard Romero says, I take with a pinch of salt. Because after the Frank de Jong saga, obviously, he was the first one to report that the deal was apparently pretty much done. Well, for a deal that's pretty much done, it hasn't happened. I bet Palace at 18-1 to beat Man City. Wish me luck. I wish you the best of luck, Dirty Sanchez. It's a risky one. But I wish you the best. I've got a cheeky little bet on for this weekend as well. Lowy would have terminated his contract if he went to Juventus. Just sums up United, doesn't it? Right, so my accumulator for this weekend, I've got Rotherham to beat Birmingham, Ipswich to beat Barnsley, Sheff Wednesday, to beat Forest Green, Bradford to beat Crewe, Benfica to beat Boavista, and Sevilla to beat Almira. Right. I'm quickly going to run and go get myself a drink because my cup is empty. So I will be a minute, not even that. So please do stay tuned. We'll be back, like I say, in about a minute, not even that, for the second half. Get involved in the live chat. Let me know what you made of the first half. What you make of Manchester United in general. Or anything else you want me to have a little chat to you guys about. And I'll be right back in a bit. Right, I'm back. No, weird that Fofana got announced before the Chelsea Leicester game. Has he actually been what? Wait, what? Have I missed something? Do you mean by like reporters, not by either club? Yeah, oh, Fabrizio, yeah. That's fine then. I was gonna say, have I missed something big? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know about Fabrizio and stuff. Because it's not quite here we go yet, is it? Oh, it is here we go. I agree. To be fair, Fofana will probably travel with the Leicester fans, with the Leicester players, going with the Chelsea ones. He'll just watch shirts and fit in. Yeah, no. What will happen is Fofana will be sat there in the crowd wearing a Leicester shirt. Chelsea will take a 3-goal lead, and he'll do if you saw what Harry Rotershaw did when when Chelsea played Real Madrid. He'll have the Leicester shirt on, and when Chelsea can score their third, he'll just slowly take the Leicester shirt off, revealing a Chelsea one underneath. But look, let's talk about that first half of football, because it was an absolute shocker. That was sure moment was funny. It was, wasn't it? But shocking first half. What changes do we need to see at half time? Well, actually, I'm going to leave. I'm going to put Sancho out to the right. I think you've got to take Elanga off. Get Marcus out on the left. And get a Cristiano Ronaldo on. That got to be the front four for me. I don't think Elanga offers a lot going backwards. But going forward is where we're lacking quality. So I think you bring on Rashford and you keep on Rashford, sorry, you bring on Ronaldo and you have that quality still. And then yeah, Casemiro for me comes in alongside Christian Eriksen in that double pivot. And then we rock and roll. I do think you consider this. Where is he? I think that is something you do have to consider. I don't think Bruno's been at his very best today so far. I think that team there give you a better chance of winning this game. But I just don't see him doing it, fortunately. Although that being said, against Liverpool, we did make half-time changes. So maybe he will do it. Like 4-1-2-3. Oh, I know what you mean. Do you mean like that? Don't you? And that would be McTominay would be Casemiro, obviously. Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to that. My only thing is well, actually, I suppose Casemiro doesn't need that. Because what you see is, when we have the ball, often, especially when we're playing out from the back, we get our wingers out wide, is we actually see this. We see Eriksen playing as the 6. And that's because he's actually capable of picking up the ball from off of the back four. McTominay isn't. With Casemiro, you should be able to get away with putting it like that. Having Casemiro as the one that will pick up the ball from the back line and play it out. I mean, Donny and he'll be the ball carrying centre mid. Yeah, you can. I mean, I just couldn't be asked to swap them all around. But yeah, Donny comes on as well for Bruno. I think there's options there. But we'll have to just wait and find out, won't we? I would like to see Donny come on for this in this second half at some point. I think he would give us a good opportunity to try and change this game in at least some shape. But look, I think under Solskjaer, we were always talking about Donny. When is Donny going to get a chance? But we haven't done that under not Ralph Ragnick. He went on loan under Ralph Ragnick. Under Ten Hag. Because we know if Donny van der Beek deserves a chance, he'll get a chance. And as such, we have to wait. We will see Donny when he deserves to be playing. But here comes the team for the second half. I think I see McTominay still on the pitch. I think I see McTominay still on the pitch. So Ronaldo's still on the bench. I assume Casemiro is as well. All I have to say is just ... I'm with you. Second half has got underway very quickly. Felt like they were in a rush. I swear it's just come out and straight away whistle goes. Here we go. Right, so we're going to sync the timer up. Brilliant. Didn't just decide not to change. We'll start. There we go. So the timer's all synced up. So if you guys want to sync your game timer up to mine, please feel free. You do that. So then when you see Bruno Fernandes head this ball to James Ward-Prowse, you'll see it when I see it. Varane fouls Che Adams, and it is a free kick to Southampton. We need to see more in this second half. Manchester United weren't good enough in that first half for me. More is needed. So it's a long ball from Salisu. Out to Elianussi. Walker-Peters into Ward-Prowse. Looks for the ball to Che Adams, but Terrell Malacia deals with it. De Gea claims the ball into the box. Look, ideally we would have got and seen more changes, but we haven't seen that. And we just have to roll with what we've got. I think this is a good enough group of players and team to win and do more in this game. Dalot does really well there and finds Scott McTominay. McTominay out to Bruno Fernandes. Jadon Sancho out on this left-hand side still. Up against Kyle Walker-Peters. Cuts inside, looking for a bit of space. Eriksen looks to deliver. Blocked. Eriksen into Diogo Dalot. Dalot finds Jadon Sancho on this left-hand side. Heads it back into the box. Good defending by Southampton. And can Eriksen pick the ball up? He does. But it's a free kick. Lisandro Martinez and McTominay both fouling. Eriksen says it's a handball. But the referee's having none of it. Look at the state of that pitch. The Southampton pitch, St Mary's Stadium, is an absolute tip. Ball goes long. Flicked on. Malacia. Into Sancho. Lovely ball into Bruno on the break here. On this left-hand side, Bruno Fernandes looks to cut in. Good defending from the centre-back. Alanga. Lovely ball into McTominay. McTominay breaking through the box. Why is he shot? Why is he shot first time? Get the ball down. It's a good run from McTominay, but what is he doing? You're at the edge of the box. Get the ball down and bring it closer. He just wastes a great chance there by bloody shooting straight away. What is he doing? Ball comes in, headed over the bar. Kevin Bazunu goes long for Southampton. I can't believe we can't miss chances like that. I'm sorry, he's got to do better there. He's made a great run. He's got the defenders behind him, and he's decided, oh, I must shoot first time. Who's been booked? Is that Dallo? Alanga. It's Dallo. Brilliant. Dallo is my fantasy team and he's been booked. Man fucking... That's not even a booking, ref! Fucking cheating twat. It's not even a booking. I would find it hard to consider that even a foul, let alone a bloody booking. And Ward-Prowse will deliver. Southampton win the ball, but De Gea has it. Moves it into Sancho on this left-hand side. Into Tyrell Malacia. To Bruno. Eriksen. Rafael Varane. Will bring it forward. Into Dallo. Alanga. Rashford. Back to Alanga. Alanga into Bruno. Back to Alanga. Alanga's in. Got to score. Doesn't score because he doesn't shoot. Great defending from Southampton. But how? You've pulled the trigger, man. He gets it from Bruno Fernandes. Takes a touch. You've got 3 players around you. Get the shot away. If only the roles were reversed there. McTominay shoots too early. Alanga doesn't shoot early enough. McTominay had his man behind him and decides to shoot first time. Alanga has players all around him and decides, oh, let me try and dribble a bit more. Get the shot away, man. Pull the trigger. At least McTominay tested the keeper. But obviously you don't want either. You want the player to shoot at the right time. Every time. But if you're going to shoot at the wrong time, at least make it shoot. At least shoot early. At least test the keeper. At least make the keeper have to work for it. Honestly, man. Changes can't come soon enough. Second half will look better, but changes still need to come. Because better is still not good enough. And Belichop comes back on for Southampton. I don't know why he was out, or why he was down, sorry, but he is back on. Bazunu goes long. Varane wins the first header. It just falls to Kyle Walker-Peters, who goes down the line, out for a throw into Man United. I'm not happy with this performance at all. It's just stale. It's a stale performance. Alanga finds Bruno. So that was Rashford. Eriksen. Just a poor pass looking for Bruno. Dalot with an interception. Goes out to Alanga. Alanga back into De Gea. And De Gea just goes long. Why are we going long? We've got bloody Rashford up top. He's not going to win headers. I'll tell you what proves that Liverpool game was a fluke. Well, not a fluke, one-off. I saw Rashford beat Virgil van Dijk in the air. Like, Rashford won a header against Van Dijk. Proof that Liverpool was a one-off. Here's Alanga. To Sancho. Lovely ball into Dalot. Dalot gets the cross in. Bruno! Bruno Fernandes scores! Manchester United have a lead. Diego Dalot with the cross and Bruno Fernandes with the goal. Huge goal for Manchester United. Diego Dalot, what a ball in. Bruno! And it's 1-0 United. And it's a Diego Dalot cross that results in a Manchester United goal. He pulled it back to the edge. And Bruno Fernandes with an absolutely unbelievable finish. Ball comes in, edge of the box. He just passes it into that bottom corner. No chance for Gavin Bazunu. Manchester United 1. Southampton 0, baby. And look at Ten Hag. He's happy. He's a happy man. It's a great cross. And that from the man who's in my fantasy football team. I don't have... Well, him getting booked was an issue. But if we can keep hold of this clean sheet, he's got an assist to his name. I'll take that. Gavin Bazunu goes long. Malacia into Sancho. And hopefully that gives this team a kick up the arse. Because it was needed. Here's Varane. Che Adams chasing him, but it's to Alanga. Varane. Dalot. Just kicks the ball away. Just kicks the ball away. Bruno. He came from Sporting like Cristiano. He goes left, he goes right. He makes defenders look shy. He's our Portuguese Magnifico. Is that what they're singing? No. Come on then. Let's be having you. We've got what? Just over half hour to get a few more. But boys, at this point, we've got the win. We've got 3 points in our hands. Just hold on. I don't care about winning 4 or 5. I will be happy with a 1-0 win. The Hay coming out there to sweep up, but Lisandro Martinez deals with it. Walker-Peters goes back to Bazunu. Lovely ball into Ward-Prowse. Martinez intercepts the pass from Ward-Prowse though. And here comes Southampton with Moussa Djenepo. Out wide to Armstrong. Up against Diego Dalot. Dalot, good defending. He's out for a corner. And a corner is always dangerous for Manchester United. We're not good at defending them. How will we get on from this one? Oosha. Come on. Just deal with it, boys. Just deal with it. James Ward-Prowse standing over the free kick. The corner, sorry. Ball comes in from Ward-Prowse. Headed clear by, I think that was Scott McTominay. Ward-Prowse puts it in again. Well defended. Flicked over by Che Adams in the end. Goal kick for United. Ward-Prowse, look, Southampton are always dangerous from set pieces. And they're proving it again. And Raphael Varane, bring that from the back. Varane, give it to Dalot. Dalot, just go down the line. Just go down the line, Dalot. He gives it away to Aribo. Here is Che Adams. Pulls it back. McTominay is there to clear it out. McTominay in the second half has been better. I still think bring Casemiro on though. Mohamed Salisu is once again up to take this long throw for Southampton. Ball into the box. Southampton win the first ball. Alanga can get it clear though. But it will just fall to Kyle Walker-Peters, who puts it back into the box. There could be a handball there. Referee says no, which I think is fair. Obviously, VAR will check it. I think there might have been a handball, but I think from both parties, and they were so close to each other, it can't be given as a penalty. Here's Walker-Peters. Back into Ward-Prowse. To Roman Levi. It just absolutely skins Bruno Fernandes. And here is Adam Armstrong now. Gineppo's holding good position out wide. McTominay just kicks Adam Armstrong, but he still has the ball. Ball comes into the box. United can't quite deal with it. Aribo finds Salisu. No, not Salisu. Gineppo. Armstrong turns well. United can't get the ball off of Southampton here. Gineppo. Roman Levi goes back in to Salisu. And changes for me has got to come soon for Manchester United. Southampton are growing back into this game after we went a goal up. Here is Kyle Walker-Peters. He'll go back into Elianusi. Into Roman Levi. And it's all hands on deck for United at the moment. Just trying to see out this onslaught from Southampton. But the ball is on the halfway line. And just in the Southampton half. United won't mind it being there. Lisandro Martinez, aggressive, coming out from the back. Made the interception, but it's out for a throw-in. And that could have been handball. I think it would be really unlucky if that was given as a handball against McTominay. And it definitely hasn't been. And looks like changes are coming. Donny van der Beek, Cristiano Ronaldo, and perhaps Casemiro. All long. Lisandro Martinez wins it. Here is Kyle Walker-Peters though. Drops it in to James Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse delivers. McTominay is there to head it out for a corner. Good defending from Scott McTominay. He's doing well there in the second half, McTominay. Better second half from him. And Twitter aren't happy about the McTominay handball not being given. And look, I can see why you would feel aggrieved, but at the same time, I don't know. It's so close. It's so close to him. I just, if this was the other way around, I'd be screaming and shouting for a penalty, for a handball. Let's be real. Here's Lisandro Martinez. Bringing the ball up from the back. Slowly walking with it. Just slowing the game down, which is good. And then we go long. We'll slow the game down until we go long. Brilliant. Gavin Bazunu drops the ball and goes long, looking for Armstrong. Che Adams brings it down. We've got two Armstrongs now on the pitch, Stuart and Adam. Gavin Bazunu once again goes searching for Che Adams and Armstrong. Stuart. Southampton, they're trying to... They're always aiming for that left-hand side of Malacia and Lisandro Martinez. But it's not working for them. Come on. David with the goal kick. Well, with a free kick. Offside was given for the long ball looking for Che Adams. Come on, David. Good ball. We go long. Ward-Prowse wins it. Malacia. Back into De Gea. De Gea goes long. It's just a poor... De Gea's distribution just isn't up to scratch. Here's Sancho. Poor ball. I take back what I said about players coming on. They were just warming up and they were going back to the dugout after warming up. They're not coming on yet. Hold your horses. Ronaldo, Van der Beek, and somebody else aren't coming on just yet. Gavin Bazunu goes long. Dalot wins it. Alanga with that. What is that from Alanga? That is so poor. It just pisses me off. It really does. Like, where's the quality? Here's Adam Armstrong. Up against Dalot. Ball comes in. De Gea with a big save. Walker Peters heads over the bar. Southampton should be level. Big save by David De Gea. But Southampton should be level. Big save. The cross came in. And, I mean, I don't really know if De Gea could do much about that, really. He comes in. They win the header at the front post. De Gea, with a good reaction save, it falls to Kyle Walker-Peters and he just heads it over. Distribution from De Gea might not be good, but his shot stopping is insane. I mean, he's got a mistake in him. He's always got a mistake in him. But, yeah. When did you score? When I checked leaving work, it was 0-0. Wow, about 10 minutes ago, was it? Was it the 55th minute? Yeah, about 10 minutes ago, probably. Also, big news. Cristiano Ronaldo's coming on, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to see our first change of the day, which will be Ronaldo. Long ball looking for Alanga. We don't win it. Yeah, 55th minute. I was bang on. And the change is Sancho. What? Sancho. What? I'm shocked. I'm bewildered by that. So Rashford goes out to the left. And Ronaldo goes up top. Why? Why are we taking off Jadon? Can someone help me here? Can someone explain why Out of our entire front three, we've taken off our best player. What are Twitter saying? A lot of fans on Twitter saying, is this the last time we'll ever see Cristiano Ronaldo in a Manchester United shirt? Potentially. Ball played down the line. Ronaldo will give chase. If it is his last appearance in a United shirt, you better make it a good one. One word, Manchester United. I cannot get my head around Jadon Sancho coming off. Cannot get my head around it. I agree. We'll bring in a what's he called on? A Ronaldo on. But I don't think it's for him. I don't think for Sancho. Also, Ten Hag, the top of Ten Hag's head is bleeding. Bruno into McTominay. Falls to Ronaldo. Can't get away from Gineppo. And here comes Southampton on the break. Joe Aribo into Armstrong. Stuart Armstrong, that is. Into Che Adams. From back to forward. Real quick. United have players back. And Dalot can easily take it on his chest and just clear his lines. 20 minutes to go in this Manchester United game. Southampton 0, Man United 1. I'm not a fan of that change. I'm really not. I thought Sancho was our best attacker by far. I think Rashford and Alanga have been wasteful. I don't get it. I just don't get it. But Lavia into Armstrong. Gineppo. Lavia. Into Bellachops. Ball down the line to Armstrong, who wins the header. And here is Che Adams. Good defending by Lisandro Martinez. It falls back to Stuart Armstrong. And Eriksen gets there with the interception and just shanks it clear. But it's out for another throw-in for Southampton. 20 minutes to go. Can United hold on? I'm not too happy that we're looking to hold on, but let me open my windows. I'm boiling in here. There we go. Right. Free kick to Southampton. It was a foul by Tyrell Malacia on James Ward-Prowse. Kyle Walker. James Ward-Prowse will take the free kick. You got Bellachops doing a little boogie with Marcus Rashford. Ward-Prowse delivers. It's a good ball in. United win the first ball. Surely that's a foul by Adams on Eriksen. Referee says no. Here's Roman Lavia. Stuart Armstrong. Into Adam Armstrong. The Armstrongs combining. Armstrong cuts inside. Rafael Varane, good defending. Roman Lavia. Moussa Gineppo. Roman Lavia cuts inside. And it's a shocking shot from the Belgian international. It's a goal kick to United. Kyle Walker-Peters has it again. Ronaldo's trying to work and win the ball back, but we can't. Aaron Wan-Bissaka's now gone to warm up. If Wan-Bissaka comes on, I'll be shocked. I really, really would be. I think Dallow's played fairly well, really. I don't know. I mean, I don't think there's been any standout player. I think generally it's been a meh performance. And if we can get a win like that, brilliant. But the issue is, we know it's not just one-off. The issue is the good performances, they're the ones off. So the Liverpool performance, that's a one-off. This sort of performance is what we've come to expect of Man United over the last however many years. But Lisandro Martinez has clattered their Che Adams. Will they get a free kick for that? I'm not sure. Might be just classic Southampton tactics to try and run down the clock a little bit. They're getting the fluids in, and here comes Casemiro. Is that? No, that's Varane. That's Rafael Varane, ladies and gentlemen. I look like a twat. Yeah, currently Dallo, 3 bonus points on fantasy. We'll take that. Sure, if you can hear my belly rumbling. I haven't eaten today. So, we'll be doing that straight after the stream. 15 to go. What's wrong with Ronaldo? Is Ronaldo hurt his knee? Ronaldo's hurt his knee. This ain't good. This is not good at all. CR7 gone. So, with Ronaldo potentially going off, that would probably mean either Casemiro or Donny van de Beek will come on. Because we'll see Rashford probably move back up top. Bruno move out to the flank. And then either Donny will come in at number 10 or at number 8. Or Casemiro will play at number 8 or 6. So it's a change for Southampton. Adam Armstrong is coming off. I'm not quite sure who that is. For Mara. Mara is coming on for Southampton. I don't know anything about this Mara lad. Is he good? Does anyone know anything about Mara? And here comes Casemiro. Casemiro. I wanna be a Casemiro. Boom, boom. Winning the ball back for United. I wanna be a Casemiro. The Brazilian defensive midfielder. Good tackle by Dallo. Wins a goal kick even. Nope, Casemiro's not coming on. He's put his bib back on. So it looked like Ronaldo's going to try and stay on. Which means no Casemiro just yet. Eric, Man, you can't tease us like that. Right, David De Gea with a goal kick. We go long. Ronaldo misjudges the header. Joe Aribo up against Scott McTominay. Aribo wins it. Because, of course, he does. Roman Lavia up against McTominay. Lavia gets away with one. Dalot wins the header. McTominay up against Aribo again. Loses again and passes it up for a throw in. No, he is coming on now. Right, who's he coming on for? Come on then, Casemiro. I want to be a Casemiro. Winning the ball back in the midfield. I don't know why I'm trying to make a chant to Casemiro about Amarillo. Ball comes in. United deal with it. Just about Alanga scuffs it. We actually took Sancho off for this lot. Wait, what? Alanga's coming off. Alanga's off for Casemiro. Right, so what does that mean? So will that mean Bruno out to the right? Eriksen at number 10. And Casemiro will join Scott McTominay in midfield. Ball comes in. De Gea claims well. Langa finds Bruno. United hunting for another goal. That's the team. Let's see Casemiro in Manchester United colours for the very, very first time. All down the line. 10 minutes to go in this game. Manchester United 1, Southampton 0. Come on. If you are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. And please do share the stream with your friends and your family on your socials and help to grow this community. That would be greatly appreciated. So for those of you who have made the predictions, here are the predictions. So currently, nobody predicted a 1-0 Manchester United win. I went for 2-0. United Live went for 3-0. As did NG. No, as did Kahik. Kahik? I'm not sure. That's probably not how you pronounce it. Here is Ronaldo. Running through. Cristiano Ronaldo takes a heavy touch. And Salisu does really well. Ronaldo should do better there. My prediction looking most likely to happen as it stands. But not quite there yet. As we tick into the final 10. Final 8 now, really. Plus whatever additional time is added. Here's Walker Peters. Goes down the line. Casemiro gets his first touch in United shirt. And that's a header to Alanga. To Rashford, sorry. McTominay battling. Gives away a free kick. Casemiro's probably there thinking, why am I playing with this guy? This guy stinks. McTominay's on his third booking already this season. He's played 4 games. Gineppo. Mata. Is it Mata? What was his name? Mara. That's it. Mara. Yeah, no, that's exactly, yeah, exactly. One of them he didn't even start. He started 3 games and he got 3 yellow cards. Did he even get booked against Liverpool? I don't think he did. It's a long ball. Che Adams wins it. Varane gets there before Mara can. Casemiro, good turn. Gives it to fucking McTominay, who gives it to Dallo under pressure. What is he doing? Just go. Get it gone. Man. That might have been harsh on McTominay. But to be fair, on McTominay, but he's just rubbish, isn't he? Like the levels we're gonna see of Casemiro compared to McTominay is unreal. He'd probably be the best midfielder if you could get unlimited yellow cards. Yeah, well, yeah, he'd just fucking take people out, wouldn't he? But the yellow cards do mean, look, if he gets 2 more, then he messes the game, doesn't he? So I look forward to that. Oh, lovely chip play here. And it's fired over by the Southampton centre-back. He ran on a great one. I think he actually nutmegged Casemiro as well while he was at it. Brilliant from Bella Chops. Goal kick for United. De Gea telling his defenders to go long. And that centre back just now from that Southampton reminds me of myself once upon a time before you got your knee injury. I did that. I went through like 4 or 5 players and just shot it over. I remember one game, I got the ball on the halfway line, took it past 3 or 4 players, and I actually scored. So get me at centre back. I don't think I could do it now, but I remember doing it. I then tried to do it like 3 or 4 more times. Didn't go as successfully. Here's Ward-Prowse into Lavia. Salisu into Joe Aribo. United just needs to get in a little bit more control over this game. I feel like we've lost that since Sancho came off. Dallo, good defending up against Musa Gineppo. Ronaldo chasing down. Here's Ward-Prowse. I had one good game, and why? Because my parents would buy me a Playmobil if you scored. What? A Playmobil? I don't know what that is. I saw like 3 goals destroyed the team like 5 or 6 now. I mean, on 2 occasions I've scored 6 goals in a game. Because I'm just lethal. I don't know what Playmobil is. Oh no, I do! I do know what a Playmobil is. Oh, they're like the toy car things, aren't they? For like kids. I'm Googling this. Maybe I'm wrong. No, I'm wrong. I mean, they are cars, but they're like Legos, aren't they? By the looks of things. They're like Legos. Everyone going to be cheering now. McTominay injured. Fred's coming on. The Brazil's best trio. Duo, sorry, in midfield. It's going to be formed here at United. Fred and Casemiro. Yeah, sort of like Legos, yeah. Yeah, I had to give it a little Google. Yeah, I never had those. I never had those. So Musa Gineppo comes off for Parade. There's another Southampton change as well. They're going to show it. Lyco, the centre back is coming on for Joe Aribo. They've gone free at the back. Yeah, I can probably play fantastic football, but I'd only play good if I got wagered something. I mean, it's one way to get it to do it, innit? If you need someone to turn up, it's not a bad trait to have. If you turn up when something's on the line. You relish the big games. Right, can we get Fred on? Casemiro there, already ordering McTominay around. Lovely, that's what we want to see. Look at Casemiro already. Leader. He's already barking at players. Fantastic to see. As the green, what's this called? What's it called? A green flare is let out for, obviously, the hashtag Glazers Out movement. Green and gold until the club is sold. As De Gea goes long from this goal kick. Lavia in and a crossfield ball to Parade. Ball comes down. He goes down the line. Dallo trucking Adams the whole time. And the last minute is nearly over here at St Mary's of normal time. How long of additional time will we get? We will get, is that 5 or 6? 6 minutes! 6 minutes of additional time. Ferran Juglula scored 5 goals for Club Brugge. Why did we let him go, for fuck's sake? Donald Jeff. But yeah, 5 minutes of added time here. Cristiano Ronaldo plays the ball looking for Marcus Rashford. It's a poor ball. And they deal with it. Right, let me close my window again. And it's Christian Eriksen coming off. Is Eriksen off for Fred? We will go like this. And Fred will just drop into midfield, into a midfield 3, won't he? Like that. Ball comes in from James Ward-Prowse. De Gea punches it. Can we get it? Can we get the ball back under? Fred against Armstrong. Fred does really well. And wins a free kick. A throw-in, sorry. So, it will be that. We could go into a diamond here. Bruno in there, and Rashford and Ronaldo up top. I don't think we will. Lisandro Martinez given man of the match again. Back-to-back man of the matches for Lisandro. Here's Ronaldo on this left-hand side. Fred. 4. Come on, can we just get the ball down? McTominay chasing. Che Adams gets it out to Parade. I have to say something. This United kit is shit. Yeah, it's not a great kit. But if you win in it, it's fine. It's Dallo up against Parade. Ward-Prowse. Salisu. Lavia out to Armstrong on this left-hand side. Stuart Armstrong delivers into the back post. Kyle Walker-Peters wins it. Mara cleared off the line. Loico, can he get the shot away? No. No. Can we not, please? Can we not? Can we just deal with it? Is that a corner? Is that a goal kick? Corner for Southampton. I'm getting flashbacks. To post lockdown. Project Restart. When they conceded a last minute when Obafemi. Is that who it was? Michael Obafemi scored a corner last minute for Southampton. I'm getting flashbacks. Dalot looks for the ball to Fred. Joe Aribo's there. Might have been Lavia actually, but they go back to Gavin Bazunu. 2 minutes left. Che Adams wins the header. Varane wins the second ball. Ward-Prowse puts the ball into the box. Mara fires wide. It was a curling effort. Dalot man of the match. How I've seen him the second half. Sometimes with silly mistakes, but did a lot right. I mean, I can't argue too much there. I think Dalot's played well. Got the assist as well. Important. Obviously, kept a clean, part of the defence that kept a clean sheet. I can't argue with that too much. He's the one that's blocked this bicycle kick from Mara as well. I can't argue with Dalot man of the match too much, but we'll wait for the match reaction. Dalot could go on to score an own goal and get sent off. Ronaldo can't win the ball. Doesn't even go up for the header. Varane has it. Goes into De Gea. And he goes long. Just getting the ball away. Ronaldo wins the flick on. Here is Bruno Fernandes on this left-hand side. Fred's there with the overlap. But Bruno, crossfield ball, looking for Cristiano Ronaldo. Heads it down. Marcus Rashford with it. Well defended by Southampton, but Rashford keeps it. McTominay. Casemiro, lovely ball. Fired into the feet of Marcus Rashford. And here is Fred. Ball comes in. Easily dealt with. McTominay looks for the ball back out to Fred again. Someone gets booked. Why did De Gea and Bruno just do long balls? Get the ball clear. Fred gets booked. And we're into the last minute. We're into the last few seconds of this game. There will be a little bit more time because of the free kicks and the subs. But there shouldn't be enough time. Ball comes in. I think, was that Casemiro? Just heads it away. Rashford finds Ronaldo on the counter-attack. Bruno and Ronaldo upfield. We just mess it up. Ronaldo and Bruno just mess the counter-attack up. But it's full time. Southampton 0, Manchester United 1. It's a big 3 points here at the St Mary's Stadium for Manchester United. And that does wonders for Manchester United. It really, really does. If we go over to this screen, we go over here. United are up to 6th. Obviously, we've played a game more than everybody else. But up to 6th. That's a good place to be. It's a very, very good place to be. Oh, that performance was very average. Should have lost. It was an average performance. And look, this is something we'll get onto in the match reaction. Performances like this we see far too often. The standard should be the Liverpool game, not this game, not the Brentford game, Brighton. And that's something we need to put right over the next few games and weeks, because we've got Arsenal in 2 weeks. We play like this, we ain't gonna get something from that game. But look, that is all from the watch long today. If you have enjoyed, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. We are going to move over to the match reaction, or the Let's Talk. We'll be live over there in about 5 or so minutes. So please do tune in for that. And I'll see you all over there in a mo. Martinez and Dallas stood up for me. I agree. I think they were both fantastic. So yeah, I'll see you all over in the Let's Talk in a bit. Peace.